Hey guys, welcome back to I'm Not Lost, I'm Exploring. Today we are up checking out the Silver Creek Fire Tower, and we'll see what else we see along the way. Should be a pretty easy trail. It is very hot today. The heat index is high and the temperatures are up. I'm not sure, I think when I last checked it was around 87 degrees. So far all I have seen is this little tower here, but again I've just got on the trail, so let's carry on and see what we see and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. So I did just get a notice on my phone that we are in an extreme heat advisory. So I checked the weather, and the feels like is only 89 degrees, or the temperature is only 89 degrees, but the feels like is 93. So it's definitely a warm day out here. I'm enjoying this trail so far. Pretty easy walk. This is kind of the reason I picked this trail, because I knew the heat was going to be up. And Pennsylvania, you don't get a whole lot of spring. You get winter and you get summer. And somewhere in a few hours in the day, you may get spring. So anyway. Again, this is the Silver Creek Fire Tower Loop. I believe it says it's about 3.5 miles. So it's an easy rated trail. So far I haven't seen anybody on the trail. I'm the only one that is parked in the parking lot. At the beginning of the trail though, there's litter everywhere. So including couches and God knows what else. But the further I get into the trail, the more beautiful and secluded it becomes, and I'm really enjoying this one. It is kind of a road walk, but with the heat today, I don't want to be climbing on mountains. And still trying to get back in shape, so it's a journey. It's definitely a journey. So thank you guys for coming along with me on that, and let's continue enjoying this beautiful day. So if you guys let me know in the comments what those mushrooms were, or pretty much anytime you guys see me posting a mushroom, if you could let me know what it is, I'd appreciate it, because I only know a few of them, like the morels, chicken in the woods, and ram's heads. So anything other than that, it's gonna be, I found a mushroom in the woods. So if you guys can help me identify them and teach me along the way, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Just check the map real quick just to make sure I'm still on trail. There are several offshoot trails through here. Like quite a few. And I just wanted to make sure I was still on the right trail because, you know, it is a loop, so I don't want to miss my turn and end up having to go so much more further. Not that I would really mind a longer hike, but kind of want to watch my water and my temperatures out here. As like I said, we are under a heat advisory. But forest behind me is beautiful. This is definitely going to be one of those places I'm going to be back to. I have a few, and there's some ruins hidden in there. And we'll come back and check them out later in the year, either the fall or maybe even into the winter. It looks like I'm getting up to a trail marker here. So this trail may be part of another one. I'm sorry about that. Either that or the Fire Tower Road turns one way or another. I know you can get on this road on the Brockton Mountain, but I've never made that journey, but I may have to. Oh, okay. This says the Plantation Trail. So there you guys can see it, I hope. It says the Plantation Trail. I guess I'll have to look into that because I don't know about that trail either. I really wish some of these trails were marked better on the maps. Either that or I'll have to go and use a different app just to see where we're at, because sometimes it gets a little confusing. And I like to check out all the trails. I don't like to just go to a park and go through one of their, you know, one or two of the trails, unless it's somewhere I have limited time. And then I'm gonna check out the touristy one, but these are the kind of trails I enjoy. Deep in the woods, not a soul around. Although this is kind of interesting. Let me turn you guys around. You can let me know what this was, because I've never seen this before. So I don't know how well the GoPro is going to pick this up, but there are mounds in there. I'm not sure if you can see them or not. See, there's one right there, over there, right here in front of us. And they are all through here. So if you guys know anything about that, let me know what they are. Thanks. All right, so I even checked all trails and I didn't see that trail on all trails. So definitely gonna have to check that one out. I do know this, the side to my left, this side right here, is still Locust Lake State Park. And the side to my right, I believe, is just state game lands. This trail kind of winds itself through the both. So kind of got to be careful. But I'm really curious what those mounds are. You can see them still even out here. They've gone a pretty good distance, and they're still in there, maybe 2 to 3 feet high, 7 to 8 feet long. So if you guys know what that is, let me know, please. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know in the comments down below, or I'm gonna do research on it. But it is actually on both sides of me right now. So you can see the chipmunk back there. Maybe you can see the chipmunk back there. I can't zoom. Unfortunately, that's one of the things that is a downfall of a GoPro camera. But I guess I could have used my phone like I've done in the past. Just kind of want to show you guys what we're walking through here. This is the view to my right again. Now I don't see as many of those mounds in there. Actually, I'm not seeing any of them now. So maybe that's part of that Plantation Trail. Maybe once I find out more history on the Plantation Trail, maybe that'll give me a better clue as to what those mounds are. But again, if you guys know, please let me know. I greatly appreciate that. This trail is a beauty. I use that word a lot. Sometimes I feel like way too much, obviously, because sometimes I'll say, oh, it's a beautiful trail, it's a beautiful walk, this beautiful place to take pictures. And I could use many other synonyms, but for some reason that's the one that I just feel like it describes the space at the time. Stunning, phenomenal. Maybe not necessarily a state park, but you guys get what I'm saying. So who knows, maybe my videos will become a drinking game and I'll become famous just because I say beautiful too much. All right, so I looked it up on the internet to see what I could find out about that fire tower. It says the Silver Creek Fire Tower was erected in the spring of 1926 on property now owned by Blythe Township, just south of the Weiser State Forest. In World War II, it was used as an aircraft warning service station. The 60-foot air motor tower with metal 7-foot by 7-foot cab was damaged in a storm in the mid-1940s and rebuilt. The new cab has an updated window design. So that is where we are headed, to see the fire tower. And I don't know if we can climb the fire tower or not. I would imagine probably not, but if we can, we definitely will. So this would be the second fire tower we've been to in Pennsylvania. The first one we actually drove to, and kind of by accident I went to my camping spot in the Weiser State Forest in the Port Clinton tract, and actually drove past it and drove into the parking lot for the fire tower. So that was the first one, and this will be number 2. And I know we're not far from St. Clair, Pennsylvania, not far from Pottsville, Pennsylvania. And like I said, so far this has been a very easy walk in the woods. If it wasn't for the heat, this would be a beautiful hike. Probably one of those better enjoyed in the fall, because you are kind of out in the open. Well, I hope the camera's picking that up, or picked that up. That was beautiful. Butterfly just flew right up the trail, right by me. I think I hear a 4-wheeler or a truck coming. That's always awesome. You see somebody coming up the trail, they stop, make sure you're okay. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. I'm not sure who you are, but if you see this, let me know in the comments down below. Say hi, and thank you again. That was very nice of you. See that little drain there, and the pipe here runs over to that part of the culvert over there. Can't crawl through that one, JP. I know you would try. I think that's one of the bonuses of living up in this area, or being from this area. There's a history here, and it goes more than just time. It's family after family has helped other families out, and you grow up in that and you carry that on. So I wasn't surprised that he stopped, but I appreciate that he stopped. It was very nice of him, to offer, make sure I had enough water and stuff, and greatly appreciate that, obviously. But a lot of people will come into the coal region and they'll say things like, oh, this area is falling apart, and that may be true, and maybe the wages are low here, and that also may be true. Maybe companies don't want to come here for one reason or another. But I'll tell you what, the camaraderie of the people from coal country is phenomenal. You can't keep someone with that ancestry down. You can't. They'll outwork you, they'll outshine you, and they'll push harder than you'll ever be able to. This is a little bit more of a well-worn road here. Definitely feel the climbing. We're climbing quite a bit. Just gradual though. The temperature has definitely gone up. Feels much warmer than it was even a little bit ago. And I'm actually in the kind of the shade now. I think we might be getting somewhere. I think I see a fence up ahead a little bit, not far from here, where we're standing now. Yeah, oh, yeah, I think I see steps. So, car's changed a little bit. We made a few turns. I guess we made the right turn. Again, all trails sometimes can be spot on, and sometimes, depending on where you are, not so great. So far it seems like it's been okay, and This is pretty cool. So I'll turn you guys around in a second. Check out this forest. I love the way the sun just bleeds through the trees. It's amazing, isn't it? I think we get to get out and enjoy this. So many people don't have that luxury. So that's one of those things that's kind of pushing me along. Like I said in past videos, if you guys can't get out, please come along with me. I'd be happy to have you. And if there's something you would like to see and I can get to it, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to do that. Oh wow, you guys got to see this. This is pretty cool. Alright, so there's our fire tower. That's Silver Creek Fire Tower. This is the Silver Creek Fire Tower loop. So we've made it to the fire tower. And I also found one of those geodetic designators. I don't know a whole lot about these. I just know it's a survey. And there's the survey marker. So that's pretty cool to find that up here as well. And there's our tower. That's so awesome. So tempted to climb up there, but so that was cool to see. It's always neat to see these old fire towers. It's even cooler to see them actually be repurposed or restored. Kind of wish they would restore that. I always feel like that's a missed opportunity. The state kind of leaves those things go in the woods, and they would be great camping spots. I'm sure people would pay a premium to rent one of those out overnight. I know personally I would. I would love to stay in one of them. I know sometimes, like, you get to a place like that and you think, man, love to climb up there. I wonder what would happen if you ever climbed up there and you got, like, so scared that you couldn't come back down. I've never experienced that, but I've been at some pretty good heights and some pretty sketchy places, and I've never had that happen. But I can see the right height, the right time of day, the right place. I can see it possibly happening. The hard part about some of these trail systems, they're on all trails, they're not always marked very well, and it sometimes makes it very difficult to follow. I know there's some other apps you can use to navigate the trails. I actually started using another one myself, just to kind of check out some stuff, because some of the hikes that are coming up for me are very off-grid. There's not much of a trail system that goes there. There may be some old roads that head up that way, but they haven't been used in so long that there's a very good chance that they'll be grown over. So I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, or the multiple streams that are up there as well. But you guys aren't going to want to miss that one. So make sure you subscribe and check out some of my other videos until I can get that one up. It may be a few weeks. I may wait until the fall to go up there, just because of where it is and the location. I think would be absolutely stunning. How's that for a selfie? Anyway, squirrel. It will be absolutely stunning in the fall. It's a gorgeous view. Gorgeous view. little hint. I didn't say gorge. Anyway, yeah, where was I? So, anyway, that hike's planned. Trying to get one other creator to go with me. He's been helping me a lot with this, back and forth, kind of trying to figure out where exactly it is. I had a pretty good idea. He has a pretty good idea. And now we both have a very good idea where it is. So that'll be something you guys will have to check out. And I hope it works out, because I'm really kind of excited to be working with this person. Kind of consider it a little bit of an honor. Like I said, it's one of the people that helped me get through a really rough spot. And it'll be great to work with him. He makes amazing videos, so you guys will just have to stay tuned and see who exactly that is. So all these little offshoots off the trail where you can pull your car in and park, or your truck. You probably need a truck to get back here, because as you guys can see, there's some very muddy sections, but this is a pretty easy road to be on right now, to be honest. Compared to that other side, whew, that other side was wicked. Now, I don't know how deep that hole is, but you guys can see she's a muddy. So I'm not sure how far I have to go yet. Probably about a mile, maybe a half mile, I'm not sure. I've checked my all trails, but kind of just enjoying the trail. So far I'm thinking this is definitely an easy trail. It is hot, but other than that, the mileage is reasonable. 3.5 mile loop, very easy grade. You hardly notice it going the way I went, and I'm pretty sure going in the other way is about the same. But this would be a good trail for bicycles, e-bike, mountain bike, that kind of thing. I may actually come back up and do it, because there is some more trails up here that I would like to explore. But with the heat and the amount of water I brought with me, I don't know, like I said, I'm not taking chances today. So, and I didn't really have a chance to get acclimated to the heat too much so far this year. Like I said, we go from winter to summer. We haven't had a whole lot of spring anymore, other than just rain and cold weather. So hitting the 90s on the day after you were in the 70s is kind of extreme for us. But you learn to deal with it. And that's just part of living in Pennsylvania, I guess. The weather swings. But of course, now I said that it was a nice easy trail up. You get this. I'll show you guys. It's not super bad, but bad enough, I guess. So yeah, if you're rolling through here and probably like my Corolla, you're gonna have a little bit of trouble getting up here. I'm not sure if my SUV would even make it up here, but the Tacoma would definitely make it up here, you know, pretty easily. But yeah, it's not too bad though. Otherwise, there's a couple little spots on this side so far that I've noticed, and potentially one coming up here. Looks like it might be a little bit of a drop. And that mud puddle, again, I don't know how deep that mud puddle is, but bicycle, absolutely. Four-wheelers, absolutely. Dirt bikes, easily. So yeah, we'll definitely be back up to explore this mountain a little more, and hope you guys come along with me for that. I think it'll be a neat little exploration. I'm assuming there's other things back here that I haven't seen. I kind of know there are, just by the area we're in. But I won't know until I get home and do a little bit more research. Lots of mud puddles back here. Lots of mud puddles. Whee. Another cool little place to stop along the trail. Perfect spot to take a break. Kind of get the impression that I'm not the only one that thought that way. Somebody had a flag hanging off the one branch, and it's a great spot. Only thing that would make that a little bit better is if there was fish in that little pond. Stunning location. Amazing hike. I mean, look at this. Time in nature, guys. Time well spent. No doubt about it. So we're continuing on. Just about to the car, and I'll give you guys my wrap up and what I think about this place. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm just about back to the car. I could tell because of all the trash. So, yeah. It's a pretty easy trail. A lot of garbage in the beginning. Like, this must have been a pretty good dump site in the past. You will see ports and stuff along the trail. I don't know if they use some of this stuff for fill, but there's sand also along the trail. And you guys can hear the highway. I'm very close to the highway now. Like I said, I'm just about back to my car, passing the gate to go in right now, actually. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys check out some of the other videos. Hopefully some are more eventful than this one, but it should be a short one. And it was an enjoyable hike, so thank you guys so much for coming along with me. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you check out more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.